today I am tasting the new Four Roses limited edition small batch 2022. And this is definitely an allocated product, but it certainly seems in recent years has sort of flown under the allocated radar. People haven't gone quite as nuts for this bottling as maybe some others. And I think that is a total oversight by bourbon folks, because what I've just tasted in this glass has got to be, it's at least in the top 5, maybe in the top 3 of allocated bourbons that I've tasted this year that I really feel like deliver and are worth the money and are worth the chase, because this just absolutely murders it on the palate. And even maybe more importantly, the nose is one of the best bourbon noses that I've smelled in a long time. So this has got OBSV 20 year in it, which is much older than what any sort of typical Four Roses release is going to have. It's got some 15-year OESK. I love OESK. One of our single barrels this year was OESK. And it's got 2 14-year-olds, an OESF and an OESV. So it's got 2 14s, 15, and 20. So it is older, certainly for Four Roses. And what you get is this very ultra soft brown sugar melted caramel nose, as if you were as if the caramel was just starting to release aroma as you were melting it in a pan or something. It just phenomenal, very subtle but very distinct, and just sort of whets your palate, gets you really excited for what you're going to taste. And of course, I always think there's a nice pronounced cinnamon spice note in Four Roses. Oh my God. Yeah, this is one that you could just nose forever. Non-chill filtered, bottled at 109 proof. Love that. Love the slightly lower proof. You know, of course, I've always said 107 is perfect, but 109, you know, you're in the ballpark. You're in the hunt for just most flavor at the most proof that you can get. That's what I like about that. All right, let's take a sip. Now I'm going to smell it one more time. That smells so good. Okay, here we go. So the first thing you get is a very rich, intense, melted caramel toffee flavor. Then you get a little touch of a vanilla bean, and then right after that is a wave of cinnamon spice, candy apple, and then a very nice warming oak tone. So it does kind of bite a little bit on the mid palate, but in a really pleasant way. Middle of the tongue, it's those warming cinnamon notes, it's those warming oak tones. I don't know, I must just be in the mood for Christmas, but this has got that perfect amount of that Christmas spice, that Christmas cinnamon, baked good, baked spice. I'm not picking up any sort of breadiness or maltiness here. It's really spice, fruit, and then candy shop, caramel and toffee especially. Yeah, it's a top 5. It's a top 5 allocated for this year. It's so easy to drink. It's so pleasurable. It's got so much flavor. It's got that perfect Four Roses fruit. It's just the core of apple fruit on the mid palate, along with cinnamon spice. I mean, that to me is distinctly Four Roses. You can always usually taste it in the single barrels. It does get a little lost in some of their regular releases, but it is just a hallmark of this brand, and this particular bottle has it in spades. It's so freaking good. Every sip has been better. Every sip has been better than the last one. It just keeps getting better. Perfect amount of oak. It's there, but not too much. Perfect amount of fruit. The sweetness is there, but it's not overpowering. I mean, there's no jagged edges in this whiskey. This is just a really pleasant sipping experience. Yeah, I don't know why the Four Roses limited edition small batch doesn't get the love that some of these other crazy allocated things do. You know, I haven't had a Willet bourbon that was anywhere close to this year. I like Willet. Their ryes get a little closer to this, but you know, this is on par with any of the Weller Antique single barrels out there. I mean, it's that caliber. It's like if you just really like premium, but like drinkable. Premium, but if you're a bourbon drinker, premium but drinkable, then this is the bottle to buy. It is fantastic. We just listed 6 of them on the December Bourbon World raffle, so make sure you get into one of the stores and sign up. But this one would be one not to pass up on if your name gets drawn for it. It is incredibly good. All right, there you go. Cheers.